Howdy y'all, thank you for joining me today for this unboxing of my Lil Everdell. I know this has been out for a bit, but figured I just now got mine in with my pre-order for Far Shore, which I'll do right after this video. But I mainly just figured I'd make the video to let people see these promos that go to Everdell, because this is a separate, this is like a kids version of Everdell from what I understand, and it comes with some promos that can only be used in regular Everdell, which may be later down the road made available, but for now the only way to get those promos is inside if you buy my Lil Everdell. So you can see here, if you played Everdell, it looks pretty much like Everdell with some slight differences. And you can see here it even says for 1 to 4 players, takes about 30 minutes to play for ages 6+. So, smaller Everdell, I figured worth adding to our demo shelf for people who bring their kids in, but then also get me my promos for Everdell, since it is one of my favorite games. That plastic did not want to come off there. Alright, we just got an advertisement for their Tabletop Tycoon, some of their other games. We got the same berries, which we should be used to from regular Everdell. Which are those, if you haven't had regular Everdell, they're kind of like a rubbery plastic, like berries. And then we have the resin, which is just orange cracked ice resin. We'll take a closer look at the other meeples and stuff in here. And this actually has dice in it. Okay. Then we just have a ton of baggies here. We got some cards, which we'll take a closer look at. And then we have what you're probably actually here to see, which is the promo cards for Everdell. Alright, we got the board here. Just give you a zoomed in look at it. Looks like still, I don't know if it still goes through all the same. Looks like it's more of a race maybe. But it makes sense if you're making just a simpler Everdell for kids and family. Well, if I can get the rest of the stuff out of here. Rulebook was on the bottom. See there, the victory points. And I'm assuming what you're going for the victory points. Like the goals and stuff. Oh. See the backs of those. And it makes a pretty picture. As it said 4 players, I wonder if there's just one of these per player. But it does look like it makes a picture. But and it looks like maybe you're making a little crate to keep your stuff in. So some of this stuff, if you aren't going to keep the base game, or if you're just getting it for the promos or whatever, looks like things you could use in regular Everdell, just for funsies. All right, we got the rule book here, and mine's ripped, apparently, but But we got the welcome, along with the components. It shows, yeah, supply crates. I was thinking your own personal ones, but I'm betting, well, no, maybe not. I was thinking it might actually just be things that to put the twigs and berries and stuff in, but then we get the setup, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 pages to the end of the game, then solo rules, which makes sense. I saw the D8, I was thinking the solo rules vibe from the original Everdell. Alright, let's take a closer look at these cards and stuff. Alright, we'll start off showing the twigs. I didn't think about that. I thought that was just the meeples, but I should have figured there should have been twigs in there, and I just glossed over it. But those are the twigs from the game. And then we have the different meeples. We have the butterflies, the foxes, the lizards, and the mice. And you can see multiples of those. Then we just get an 8-sided dice. Just, like I said, I figured a solo, and I saw the 1 through 8 on there. So this was used in the solo on the base game. And then there were 4 of these dice, and I looked. They all look the same to me. Looks like resources to an extent. Then we just have some cards. I'm assuming this has to do with the solo, because it's 1 through 8. And they got Prince Pumpernickel here, and Princess Periwinkle. And then since these have a different back on them, I'm assuming solo also. Oh no. It says share your experience with your friends. Oh, this is the victory card. Huh. Thought I saw that it had the same back as these, but apparently not. But and there's 8 of these, so I'm assuming it showed that 1 through 8, so maybe this is how they activate or something. And then nowhere's near the size of the deck from regular Everdell, but you can see the back with the same beautiful artwork there. And we can recognize a lot of the same cards as far as, like, well, not all of them. There are some cards in here that are not in base Everdell. But just to show you all the beautiful artwork. Cool. And the Evertree. And then what you're really here to see, the Everdell kindergarten promo cards. It lets you know everything about it right there. And there is no back to it. I mean, there is, it's just the typical back, which they wouldn't have done that just because then it could actually get mixed in, but I'll just make sure I put it in like an opaque sleeve or something. Alright, and I noticed it had these 4 in there, which have the back for this game, so I'm assuming these are promo cards for that also. I don't know, it didn't mention, but it did mention that there were 6 promo cards for regular Everdell, which you can tell just go into the main Everdell deck. We got the kids here. Let you know the building that can build them is kindergarten, 3 berries. You gain 1 victory point and draw 1 card for each kid's card in your city. And they're worth 1. There's 4 of those. Then we get the kindergarten class, which is 2 twigs, 2 resin. Unique construction. For each kid's cards in your city, you get 2 victory points. It's worth 1 victory point. And notice it's got 2 things down here to where you can basically make 2 kids. Or home 2 kids by using the token. But cool. Sounds awesome. Like I said, I got it just so I can get the Everdell promos ahead of time and didn't want to wait. And I was ordering from them anyways. So let me go ahead and end this video here and move on to Far Shore. Thank you for watching and have a great day.